No, no, yeah, no, no, yeah, no.
Oh, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetically Stupid, presented by Squirrely TV. I am your hostess with the mostest, the best in the Midwest, Jeff Rhodes, and with me, as always, I have the sensational Nicholas Shin.
What's up, guys?
Before we get started, like always, make sure to go follow us on social media at Squirrely TV, and also remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's not because I forgot it. My brain. Me and Nick are probably two sick dogs right now. My nose is stuffed up. It's not COVID. I already had it checked.
My body's just shutting down.
just
be
done.
I'll be honest.
Yeah. Fun fact: I have this new routine now because the last week I haven't been able to like talk through my nose. Like my nose is
I can hear it right now.
And even like going to sleep because like I have sleep apnea and like you're supposed to like breathe. They tell you to breathe like one of those nose ones.
Yeah.
So like I can just like suffocate myself to death. So I make sure like I can breathe at night. So I do this little thing that you put the water in and it's supposed to squirt up water, rinse your sinuses.
Comes out the other.
Yeah, I do that. And I do like the Zicam little
Does
stuff.
Does it work? Does gunky stuff come out?
Sometimes, but recently it hasn't been. Like I think like my nose is too stuffed up to get stuff to do. So Wow. But I usually use the Zicam and I just chug the bottle of Robitussin like we were talking about before the podcast. And
dude, people been giving me shit for a long time about the Robitussin. I mean,
Robitussin is.
I take that for everything.
It's. I got it from the Chris Rock bit, and one of his old comedy bits, he was talking about his mom gives him Robitussin for everything.
Yeah.
And so I remember back in college when I had to go on this cruise, I got sick a week before, so I was like, you know what? Let's try Robitussin. And God dang it worked.
No, I mean, like last week at Lucas Oil, there's a handful of us that were just sickly. So, every 4 hours we'd meet in the bathroom and take shots out of the bottle and go back to work.
Now, did you do like the DM, the severe?
Oh, I switch. I get a bottle of the severe and I get a bottle just the normal cold congestion, whatever. And
you gotta do the DM for the. That's what the pharmacist told me. Hey, but fun fact, I chug a bottle and like the cap you're supposed to use to measure it out.
Just throw it away.
It went down to the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, damn, do I want to reach my hand to this toilet? And I said no. So I left it there. Fast forward to this morning. Now, me and Paige had baked beans and like, we had like a campfire dinner last night. We had like bratwurst, baked beans, and like,
here?
Here.
Damn, man.
So, safe to say that in the morning, I had to take a shit. So I just go to take a shit, and then I'm just like, I flush it, and I'm just like, wait, why is this not going down? Like, it's like, why is it clogged? I forgot that the cap was still there in the toilet, and I flushed it.
Oh, no.
So now we have one working toilet in this apartment.
I mean,
and it's Paige's.
It would have to go eventually.
I've been flushing it throughout the day, and it's still, I had to plunge it down every time I made a work order.
You shove something in there, get a clothes hanger or something, or?
Nah, I pay for that.
I got you, man. You ain't a peasant.
I pay for that through my rent. You know what I mean? So like, I made a work order in it, but I was just shitty because I literally shit on a cap. Because Paige gave me because she knew I was gonna forget about it. She was like, "Just get it now." I was like, "No, get it in the morning." And then those bratwursts came back. I was like, "Oh, dude, I got the bubble guts."
Oh, damn.
Not a good way to start your morning.
No, bubble guts never good any time of day.
Fair enough.
Like for real.
Yeah.
Because I get that whole the side bubble, just because my body hates anything I put in it.
You should try those probiotic things. That's what I do. Probiotic gummies. It helps a little bit.
I'll have to look at it. I'm not a fan of gummies though, man. It's a texture thing.
You like gummy bears, gummy worms?
Never.
Really?
No, I just don't like chewing on something for a prolonged amount of time and then swallowing it, and it just feels weird. Like I guess I'm just not a swallower. I always thought I would be. And so it just...
You heard it here, folks. Nick Shin, not a swallower. That's fair. I mean, sometimes people have things with consistency. I can see that. You're the first one I've heard about like the gummies. So.
It gets in my teeth and
that's fair. You are a stickler for your teeth health.
I am, man. And I haven't done my whitening addiction in at least 4 days now, 5 days now. So
Do you eat popcorn?
not really.
That's what I figured. Because it also gets you
I like popcorn, but I just don't like things that get stuck in my teeth or my retainer. Or
I feel you.
like I want to.
I don't actually.
Like I want to rip this damn retainer out every day of my life.
You're wearing a retainer right now?
Yes, bolted in the bottom of my mouth.
I didn't know you had a retainer. I mean, I would like to say I saw it.
Here, give me your finger.
No, okay, we're good. We're good. I know what you're going with that, but you were leading, and I did not like that.
Yeah, put your finger in my mouth.
But if you guys follow us on social media, you would see that. Are you trying to take a picture?
Yeah, but I want you to see it.
You gotta get the flash. It's just blurry. I saw it from here. It's just,
well, you know what?
Okay, you want me to do it? Here, I can zoom
got
in.
it, man.
I mean, if you, it's still,
You can kind of see it. There's like even the back of my teeth are white. Like, how does that work?
Okay, mister. And I'm the guy who spends, I probably gave everybody their bonus at Martin Dentistry. I probably pay for their bonuses with all the last shit. What?
You know, Connie's retiring in March, right?
Damn. I should have gone in December. I pushed it back to April. No, I'm not going to be there.
Try to move it up. March 17th, her last day. I wouldn't either.
I hate the dentist so much.
And
I hate it so much.
And all I ever go for is cleanings, but I
go for cleanings and for surgery.
Yeah. Your mouth.
My mouth is a graveyard. But yeah.
I knew a girl like that.
That poor child. But yeah, this past weekend, me and Nick kind of took me to his world, and he was working with Monster Jam. As you know, we last podcast we had Eric and Brittany on, and so I decided to go down there and help him out and set up and tear down. And it was a fun weekend. Thank you for inviting me. I had a good time. It was a different experience for sure.
It's definitely a organized, unorganized show, but it gets done.
Yeah, because I've only been to the what level do you call like what you guys do, like pro, amateur?
It's independent. I mean, there's whole different levels. Like Monster Jam is the big time.
It's like the NFL.
Yes.
Okay.
But like what we do too is like can be big time. It just depends on your tour. Like we do a lot of county fair, state fair, stuff like that.
And I was impressed by those productions, and I was like, but like having like the monitors on like the Lucas Oil screen and all the graphics and the camera people. It's
There's
like
a lot of work that goes into it that none of the fans realize. They just want to see shit get broken and on fire, and like you can tell them how I was sitting in the stands. Like anytime something happened, I was making noises because I knew, and it wasn't because it was getting yelled in my ears. Is I knew it before I heard it in my ears.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Everybody had the headphones on, and I didn't know that our friend Ben was like the director of the show.
Oh yeah, he's PSM.
So Nick let me put on the headphones for like a second, and all I heard was just Ben yelling, "Oh shit!" Like what the, stuff like that. But it reminded me
that is one job I would never want.
It gave me flashbacks to when I went to like film camp, and we like the live broadcast simulation, and it basically where it's like the director is saying, "Oh, I'm so unprofessional." Jesus, let me turn this off.
The vibration scared me, man.
But
I thought my arms were vibrating.
No, just my phone.
And then I heard the NFL, and I was like, "Okay, we're good."
Yeah. But just the dude yelling if like I'm on camera 4, right? And they're like, there's like 5 cameras. They're like, camera 4, pan out.
Yeah.
Switch. And like, pan 4, pan out, pan out, pan.
Oh yeah.
It's like they want you to simulate the tensity that is a live television.
So much, like the event starts at 3:00. I mean, it goes in the madness zone 30 minutes before that.
Oh yeah, every production has to basically.
And that's just something I wouldn't want.
There's so many moving parts.
I give them credit. I mean, it's a lot of work.
It was fun.
A lot of moving parts to deal with. A lot of people that don't want to listen to deal with.
And I also got to see like the underbelly of Lucas Oil, which that place is huge.
Oh, you should have been there Wednesday and Thursday when half the lights weren't even on.
I'm sorry, what? You were working in the dark?
Sort of, kind of.
Why?
Like all the main tunnels were lit and everything, but I'd go up to floor 6 every day, and none of the lights were on up there.
You just swallowed
Eric and I would just be pooping in the dark together. I'm gonna write a country song about that. You got fishing in the dark.
You and me go pooping
Me
in
and Eric go pooping in the dark.
I can't do that. I did that one time. It scared me. I was in not Costa Rica. Where did I go? Dominican Republic. And I pooped in the dark, and the lights turned off on me. That's a little
that's
different.
happened to me, when you're in those restrooms with the
sensor?
The censored
Yeah.
lights, and the sensor is like it's a one-holer. It ain't a normal multi-hole bathroom.
Oh.
And the light switch is not facing the toilet or anything. So I'm just sitting there doing my business, and it goes dark. I'm getting so angry at this gnat, man. Like,
it's pretty bad. And there's like a bowl of water which I leave in here because they drowned themselves, and there's still that little pesky one's been in here all day. I've been trying to. It's a baby one too, because it's like you can barely see it. That's why it's hard.
Energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That baby. Maybe Nat. But yeah.
But I'm happy you could come. It was cool to have you there.
Dude, I was having a blast. Got to see some dumb shit. Because was it at least 3 had some major crashes.
No, dude.
Like the very first truck that came out, I was like, he was getting some air. And I was like, oh, shit. And the very last jump just ate shit on the side, and I was just like, it like it hurt. I
wasn't up sitting in the stands making noises for nothing. I knew, I felt.
And the one trunk where he just basically the back of the rear just literally went straight down, and you were telling me like, yeah, that's not like there's no thing to like absorb that. That's literally the truck hitting the.
There's no shocks on the back of the chassis.
And yeah, I bet you that driver is just probably icing. Do they have ice baths back there and stuff?
I'm sure they do, but Jim is an individual that I just can't comprehend. He is Mr. Scream. He was the guy that announced "Son of a Digger."
Okay. That's another thing we got to talk about. Where my hearing had me on my toes this whole entire day.
Every time they talked about it, Jeff would go, "What'd you call me?"
Well, so there's a truck called Gravedigger, and there's another truck like in the same. Owned by the same guy called.
Well, it's all owned by Monster Jam.
Yeah, well, it's Gravedigger, and then there's another truck called Son of a Digger, and I think it's just because the announcer is just so used to it, they say it fast. So it's like coming up Gravedigger, and I was just like coming up someone. I can't even say it without saying like because I kept like listening and here like everyone's just saying it fast. Like, what's your favorite truck? Oh, I love Gravedigger. I'm like, I know you're saying Digger. But just for me, he just announced that duh. Like please, welcoming to the track, Grave Digger. That's what I needed.
That's why last night when I texted you about that one video, I put Digger in all capital.
But yeah, no, it was all over. Overall, it was a fun fun day.
Yeah,
week for you, day for me. But yeah, now the tour's moved on. I think they're going. Is it Anaheim? They're going next.
Ben and Brittany and Eric are in Sweden right now.
Oh,
and the rest of them are in Anaheim, and then they'll go meet them for week 2.
Got you.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of also motorsports, Indy 500 is coming up.
Yeah, in May.
Are you coming? Are you gonna go with me?
I don't know if I'll be here.
Oh, poo! I'm trying to get someone to go.
Depends on if I have a job or not.
You'll have a job. I promise you have a job. I need someone to go with me because I want to vlog the experience.
I've never been.
You never been to the Indy 500?
No, I've been around racing all my life, and I grew up in Indiana, and I've never been to a 500.
Are you kidding me?
I've been to qualifying days. Like
the carb day and stuff?
No, not carb days. They have qualifying days where it's exactly what it's called. They qualify because you have to qualify to get your placement in the race.
Yeah.
You just don't.
There's no crowd to see it, or do they have
Oh,
crowds?
yeah, you can go. That's why I was there.
I thought you were just there because you have like an enter in. And I don't know.
But, half of it was just I wanted to go sit in a suite and drink free beer and eat free food and live that life that my daddy's given me.
Got you.
But, I've never been to an actual I've been to a lot of the NASCAR races because it used to be on my birthday every year we'd go.
That's the Brickyard, right?
I don't even know what they call it anymore. It used to be called the Brickyard, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was told That one's okay, but like it's the greatest racing spectacle
It's just all
in the world
what
is
you're
Indy 500.
To me, open wheel racing isn't as exciting.
What's open wheel racing?
The wheels are open. There is nothing over
like
them. Open wheel.
Got you.
Yeah.
Like NASCAR.
NASCAR is like a normal car.
Yeah.
Which
Gotcha.
NASCAR is just something you don't want to get me started on these days with the points, and they only race for so many laps and then they take a break.
Dude, everyone hates every sport that they used to love.
Dude,
now.
It's not in racing when you take scheduled breaks. You're supposed to be busting your nut every lap and hoping to God, your car keeps up and lasts and get to that finish line. Oh, we got a break coming up. I'm going to get me a sandwich and go.
It's like for commercial breaks, like for advertising?
No, it's actual breaks.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And the points are just, it's so political. It's who can I blow? Who can I tug?
I thought the points were based off who gets it first or 10th, 1 through 10,
You
right?
can't like bump anymore or something like that because, rubbing's racing.
Yeah.
It's like I drive on 465. Rubbing is racing. Well, half of them motherfuckers can't drive in their lane, so.
Dude, I've always wanted, now here, I'm going to pitch this idea to you.
Okay.
This would probably never happen, but hear me out. We're called the Circle City, right? 465 is just a big, giant circle.
Yeah.
It's a big-ass racing track.
It's 53 miles or 6 miles, if I remember right.
What if we just close it off for one day and have a big-ass race?
That would be dangerous as because
Why?
of the potholes, but I'm in.
But, okay. If we somehow get, like,
why
one
we
city
gotta
to pay
close it
for
off?
it. Because there's other cars. So those other cars, like
What do they call it where they go from one end of the country to the other as quick as they can and they speed and everything? And
Is that a real thing? I know I know what you're talking about.
But
it's
what
like
if we just do that
from
on
California to
465?
New York and stuff like that?
Something like that.
That's like street racing shit, though. So it's like,
That's what I'm into, man.
but no, I'm talking about like an actual organized event by like NASCAR or IndyCar.
Oh, that never happened. That never happened.
I know, but like, wouldn't that be just dope though?
Well, let's go do it one night.
See, that's dangerous because there's pedestrians and like
That's what makes it a race. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Dodge a pothole, you can dodge a wrench.
If you can get around that minivan full of kids and get in front of the other car.
Damn, because I was literally because one day I just did a whole circle. I don't know why I did. I think I was just.
I used to do it every day at work when we'd get done. We would be right here on 465 and the shop would be right here. We'd go all the way around to get back to here. That's
crazy. I just thought, I was like, that'd be so cool if we could just have like the big ass IndyCar race on 465.
Dude, I'd do it.
But yeah.
Because it's like over in Europe, they do those races where they race through the towns and everything.
Yeah, the Formula One.
Yeah, Indy goes over there too, I think.
Does that one? Have you ever seen Ford vs Ferrari?
Yeah, not all at once.
Is they still do like the 24-hour racing, like the
Le Mans?
Yeah, they still do those.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't they televise those? I want to watch that. That looks like it'd be fun to watch.
I cried at the end of that, I think.
That's a great movie that no one talks about.
I need to buy it.
You do. We all need to buy it. Hey, if you need a movie to watch, Ford vs Ferrari.
Who made that?
James Mangold. He is directing the new Indiana Jones.
Who's Indiana Jones now?
It's still Harrison Ford.
Oh,
old. Yeah, he's still kicking around.
I bet they just grind up a bunch of Viagra's in his coffee every morning so it gets him bricked up and ready to go.
Nah, they just CGI. It's CGI. There's no way that's that old. Are you seen the trailer for it?
No.
He's like riding a horse through like a subway and shit. Like, there's no way that's
riding
him.
a horse through a subway. Dude, that'd be so hard.
It's not him. It can't
be him. Can you imagine the stress on the horse? Because you got tracks, man. I got to get my feet right here. I'm gonna eat. Electrocute myself,
dude. I don't know what the movie's about. I'm just going off the trailer, man. That's all I can do.
I don't know why. Total different movie, but just talking about like older actors still doing the same thing. Expendables. I don't remember. No, I don't remember which one it was. But when Sylvester Stallone was running on that dock to try to catch the plane before it took off, just how painful it looked
for him to run like full force.
To run, and they sped it up.
How old is Sylvester Stallone?
He's old, man.
He has to be like what, 60s, 70s?
Oh, upper 60s, I would think.
Holy shit. and they had a whole movie of him.
Because he's got a new show now. It's
The Tulsa King.
Yeah, it's a spinoff of Yellowstone.
Yeah, that dude's making so much money.
He's always been making all the way from Adrian.
Well, I'm talking about the guy who made Yellowstone. He has like so many shows now.
Oh yeah.
But no, you're right.
I still need to watch that show. Like I've not watched it consistently.
Yellowstone.
Yeah,
it's so
every time I watch it, it's a few episodes here and there of different seasons, and I don't know what's going on, but I'm hard the whole time.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Like
it's really good.
I just need to sit down and watch it.
Well, you have cable?
No,
So you can't watch it
I can go to Soup Town and watch it.
because it goes on some bull. I thought he was on Peacock, but they have like the reruns on
It's
Peacock.
on Paramount.
It's on
Paramount, whatever.
It's not even on the Paramount Plus. It's on Paramount Channel.
It's not on Plus.
No,
It should be.
I don't think it. Let
That's
me double check this.
that'd
If
be-
I could have watched this season currently and I've fucked it up, I'm gonna be. I could have sworn it was only on Paramount, the channel.
Because I would think if it's on the channel, it'd be on their actual streaming service.
Well, because
common sense.
the Stallone show. Did you get it?
I don't know.
The Stallone show and his other shows are all on Paramount Plus.
Huh.
See, like, look, first thing comes up is Mayor Kingstown, which
Yeah.
is one of his shows. But if I type in Yellowstone, I think it goes straight to 1883 or whatever.
I wonder how much that guy's worth.
The guy who made it.
Yeah, all of them, you know.
Oh, there's another one, 1923 with Harrison Ford. Dude, you get these old people.
Because isn't that one the origins of the land in Yellowstone?
I think 1883 is the origins of the land, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But like the very first. Yeah. So wait, which one came first? I could have sworn which one has 1883 is the first spinoff.
Are we dealing with a Star Wars of cowboys now?
I think so. Because he makes like
Where they put the last one out first, the most present, and then they work their way back.
I guess so because it goes 1883. I think came out first. Someone type came out in does it say okay?
So is that just
Season 1 to it is 2021. Okay, and this one came out 2022. Okay, so literally a year after he just was like, oh, he's not even let the first show breathe before he makes another show. But why not?
Hell, the next one's going to be them fighting a bunch of Native Americans and taking the land and calling it whatever the hell it's called. Dutton.
Yellowstone? Oh, Dutton Ranch or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that'd be awesome. But yeah, how do we get to this?
I don't know.
Yellowstone. Yeah, it's not on here, though. They have the spinoffs, but it's not on there.
That's weird.
It is. Oh, don't want to watch anything.
I'll just buy it, probably.
Can people even buy like
Yeah,
shows
you still
anymore?
get series.
Really?
Yeah.
I need that with Vampire Diaries.
That is a good series.
I just got scared shitless when Netflix dropped it, but the HBO Max picked it up.
Yeah.
So thank God for that. But you never know. Oh, I was so close. It was landed. I had it in my sights. All right. Switching topics, though, to something more controversial.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear? Oh, my nose is running.
Why don't you go get it clean it? Oh, I just blew snot out of my nose laughing.
I don't have time. Middle of the production.
I'm just going to use the green screen.
Whoa, 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 whoa. He's writing a piece of paper down there. Did you hear about all these books being banned in schools, mostly in Florida?
No.
So you know how we went to Horizon, the most edited school or like most,
Conservative.
school. And we were reading books. We read Animal Farm in 8th freshman year, whatever. 8th or freshman year, we read Animal Farm. We were supposed to read Animal Farm. I never read Animal Farm. Then we read To Kill a Mockingbird in sophomore year. And like all those books now are like gone. They're banned.
Really?
Because
they body shame and...
Well, just I guess because of the topics of the books are
so
heavy.
What are they teaching kids nowadays?
I don't know. But like there's a book.
Because I know my nephew...
You good?
Yeah.
Damn, these colds.
Oh, no, I don't think I thought I was going to puke.
Oh, no. Please don't. Your nephew.
Oh, yeah. Like, my nephew, he's a freshman, I think.
Elsie?
Ellen.
Nice.
Ellen. And, he's made it this far, and all he knows how to write in cursive is his name.
Are they teaching cursive?
I don't think they teach cursive anymore. It's just to sign your name.
I mean, for that one, I could see.
But you know, my whole thing is with cursive is it teaches a level of quality.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just, you know, of course, a lot of people don't even write anymore.
That's also true. Everything's
But at
digital.
the same time, like I got complimented yesterday by Courtney. He's like, I can't believe how good your writing is.
You've
like,
always had gorgeous
like
handwriting.
whether it's, you know, signing my autograph or writing in cursive or, you know, printing, you know, it looks good.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm working at it. It's just there.
Like I said, ever since I've known you in 8th grade, you had great penmanship.
Well, add that to the list of things that will never get me nowhere in life.
You could be a calligrapher.
Calligraphy here.
Calligrapher,
Calligrapher,
right? Are we saying that right?
It's
The guy-
calligraphy, isn't it? Is the actual term?
It's like the term, but the person who does it is
I would think
calligrapher.
Calligrapher. That's like your toilet.
Oh,
You're the calligrapher.
that I am. Yes, I am. Damn bratwurst.
Oh man. I just got a mental image
Of me eating a
No,
bratwurst.
of you trying to flush a bratwurst.
Okay. But
Man,
apparently
I just don't want to be here.
on a podcast.
Not just anywhere.
But apparently in Florida, if you like, if a teacher gets caught like teaching their kids these books, they can do hard jail time.
Oh my God.
Literally.
Potter'd be still in prison.
That's what I'm saying, because I remember Potter. Well, also we read the book, then we watched the movie. I don't know if there's I mean, can you just teach the movie?
Like it's, you know, this could go down a dark hole of a conversation, but like,
I love dark holes. Go.
but you know, like the world has changed so much since, you know, we were in school or born versus when our parents were in school or they were born or our grandparents. And it's like, I feel like just in our parents' life, the world has just turned so fast. But like right now we live in a culture where they're trying to erase everything.
Yeah.
So what is there to teach? Like if you ask my opinion, like let's talk about history. History is there's so many dark points.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But to me, you know, calling it history, it's important to teach that because we don't want to keep doing the same things over and over and over again.
You learn it so you don't repeat it.
So how do we live off of that without learning it? Okay, so black people were enslaved for hundreds of years.
Correct.
Okay, we treated them. Why did I say we? But you know, our ancestors treated them like shit and used them as property. We learned that was wrong. Okay, and then we learned how hard it was for them to go from that to, you know, becoming free or whatever you want to call it, or any of us even free in the world. But, you know, we've learned from that of being owned to the. It sounded so good in my head.
No, keep going. I was
like, you know, going from being owned, the transformation point of, you know, from being owned to actually being a human being, and then still, you know, going from that, having that as their history to live off of, and everyone like you, your kids, your grandkids, you know, they're going to have to live off of that for the rest of their lives.
True.
So if we're not teaching kids this, what the do they know? That's,
I guess, something that we probably should get like a teacher on, like a high school teacher to.
And you know, like the other thing with the whole statues and shit, and I know this is, you know, not recent, but you know, tearing a statue down because of something they fought for. At that time, they were fighting for what they had to fight for. There was no, you know, right or wrong.
Well, I would argue depends on who the statue is of.
I agree with that. But at the same time, we can't tear down all this history because then we don't have anything to go off of to not repeat it.
True, but I feel like a statue is like you only give people who are great people statues.
True. Like, you know, MLK.
Yeah.
He needs a current statues, that new one that looks like a penis in the hands.
I'm sorry, what? Here?
I don't know where it's at, but
who's it supposed to be of?
I don't know. Every time I see it, it just looks like a big penis
in a hand.
like being held. And I haven't looked at, I haven't had time or just the care,
Yeah.
because
I know
and that's a bad thing.
I know a lot of people have gripes with like statues of Christopher Columbus, for instance, because yes, he's the founder of America, or more like, I guess, Puerto Rico, because that's where he landed, not America. Or did he land in Florida? Somewhere down there. But like, he also killed a ton of people. So like, people are like trying to. That's like one that's a little up in the air, kind of like worried about, because I feel like.
But if you think about it too, how many people died in the MLK thing that he technically had the blood on his hands for?
Well, MLK never had blood on his hands. For people following him?
Yeah.
He never had it.
Because technically his followers, that got killed or whatever, that blood could go back on his hands. So there, that's just my opinion, that you can look at anything.
Yeah, but you said about Jesus too.
Okay, well, take his statues down. I don't want to see a lowercase t on anyone's wall.
No, I'm saying for Christopher Columbus,
what you're saying.
I was going to argue saying that the same people who think Christopher Columbus statues should get taken down shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving. They should argue that. What the fuck is that?
Exactly.
That's not supposed to be of a person. That's like art, right?
Zoom out.
What the?
So that's the shit I. That's just the first picture I saw of it, but that's that's.
I thought.
Okay, so
you gotta send me that. I gotta put that on the video,
so dude. What we're looking at right now, and I was scrolling through a Facebook page that posts a lot of memes, and I knew that he would have it.
Oh my God!
This statue literally looks like two arms and a hand, like you're crying, man.
Because I did not expect that. That was so funny.
But it's like two hands holding what looks like a penis to me.
I would say that's like the bead from Chicago, but like a black bead or a brown bead. Oh, is that offensive?
We can't say that. We can't say that.
Not a brown bead.
Let's just say it again, man.
A tan bead. A bronze bead. There you go, bronze.
Oh man,
that sound better? Bronze bead.
I don't. Let's just get off the bean topic. But I mean, it's got a head on it.
Wait, there's a head where?
Like there's a head on it.
Oh shoot, like a penis head.
Yes.
But it looked like a.
But what the meme
chode.
was, it's a picture of this. I don't know if it's a statue or an art piece, sculpture or whatever. And then the other side of it is that, not recently, but recently terminated police officer from Tennessee that got caught having intercourse on the clock with all of her other coworkers.
Oh, it was on the clock? I didn't know it was on the clock.
Yeah.
I thought it was off duty. She was just a whore. That's why she got fired. No, so she was doing it on the clock.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
all of them were.
And wasn't it? It's her husband's. It was okay with it, right? He's a cuck?
I don't know. I didn't really look. I just have a hard time with looking into things like that because I just don't care.
I care because I think it's hilarious. Cause I looked at. I read one article. That's a bit. It was one article for like E! News.
Yeah.
Why was E! News, Entertainment News, covering a story about a random chick in Tennessee or Kentucky, whatever it was? Don't know. But like apparently, I thought it was off duty because they're all at some party together, and that's where she fucked all those guys. I thought at one party, and like her husband was there at the party, and knew about it.
Well, I mean, if you look at the people that she was having intercourse with, that little dinky white guy of a husband probably was scared to say anything.
Yeah. She just and what wasn't his job in law enforcement too? Like a park ranger or something, or something. I don't know.
Is he a turtle trooper?
I don't know, dude. Think about that.
The possum police.
She went from a regular woman like 3 months ago to now being the face of whoreness.
Yeah, but
she would not be able to get a job.
Give it another 6 months, nobody'd know.
That's true. It's like people don't
like
know Kim Bone
if something like that happens to us, we would have to live with it for the rest of our lives.
Oh, dude, I would live with it for the rest of life proudly.
Yeah, it's my thing too.
I would turn it into a brand. Because men can be whores if we wanted to. Like if I got fired for sleeping around with all the cops, female cops, I feel like this is muddy waters. But
yeah.
But I feel like
Well, I mean, I feel like it. So that's the thing too.
It's always a double standard with men and women sleeping around.
We could take it into that, but
I'm just saying, if I have my 15 minutes of fame, I'm gonna capitalize on it.
I'd capitalize.
I'd be like every single interview, like,
dude,
Unapologetically Stupid.
You'd be on the corner of anywhere in this city, and they'd be selling hats of me and sunglasses and posters.
Because Indy doesn't really have anybody from other than like what Mike Epps and like John Dillinger. Was he even from Indiana or Indianapolis?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about Indianapolis, but you got
But he's buried here.
But there's a lot of big names that came out of this city and state.
State. I'm not arguing the state because state has like Larry Bird, Orville Redenbacher, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I don't know why I said Orville Redenbacher, the guy who made popcorn, but I guess it's a serious thing. David Letterman, chirp chirp. But like Indianapolis specifically, I can't really think other than Mike Epps.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be something we could look into, do an episode on.
Yeah, famous people from Indianapolis.
Just kind of like dive into the dirtiness of Indianapolis.
Yeah, but we should try to do? We should try to get her in the podcast.
I don't know, man. I don't think we could afford her.
She's probably charging big right now.
We'll
wait the 6 months.
The only bad part about it is there's only one black guy here. I don't think any of them were white.
I think 1 out of like the 7.
Okay, we're good.
One was black, other was never mind. But yeah, no, she was crazy.
Yeah,
she was crazy with it. Dang, it must have been good. Okay, I'm done.
I mean, I think I would have fun with it.
With it?
I'm not talking about. No, I just mean like the scenario.
The scenario. It's a scenario I didn't think people cared about, to be honest with you. But it blew up so much that I was just like, why do we care that this girl is Gluck 9,000 the whole entire police academy in this
it kind of falls
city.
Into the,
because she didn't beat anybody. She didn't do anything bad for her.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Her job.
That is bad. So
How?
You're telling me if you were in the office still at your job.
Okay, yeah.
And you were just sleeping with a bunch of women, that wouldn't be an issue for the workplace.
Was I single?
It doesn't matter if you're single. You are at work.
Okay. Oh, wait, on the company's dollar.
Yes.
Like just going to the bathroom, getting a Gluck
it's
9,000.
one thing to be, meet somebody in your workplace and go out with them and, do what you do in your personal time. But on the clock at work
See, the thing I would ask then, was it affecting her job? Like, was it affecting her capabilities of doing her job?
Okay, let's take it.
Because, like I said,
let's take it another situation. School.
Well, no, I'm just going to go like this because men are different. If I slept around with girls, but they're all guys she was sleeping with. Guys don't do that kind of drama.
True.
We like Eskimo bros, and we go do our. You know what I mean? So it'd be a different scenario.
So
if I was doing
would it be
girls.
even a scenario if it was all dudes banging each other at this police station?
Oh, I don't know gay culture like that.
There's so many.
I like to think that gay men are still bros, so they don't
many
care.
Sides of this pickle.
True.
To dissect that.
True. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I personally, if something was like for a vote, should this girl keep her job? I would say yes. Show me her stats. She's still doing what she's supposed to do.
She got to ride a desk,
It's true. She can ride a desk too. She can ride a penis.
Oh my God.
And on that note, I thought this is a good stopping point.
What else you want to talk about?
The new you don't give a shit about. I was gonna say it, and I was like, niggas doesn't give a shit about Harry Potter. The new Harry Potter game is coming out Friday. It's getting a lot of controversy.
I just want to go to Harry Potter World
next time. Oh, I can't say that because I'm going in March. We should plan a trip to Florida together.
Yes,
we need. I want a guy's trip so bad. My penis is just
bricked.
Yes.
Oh,
I need to get engaged soon, so I can plan my bachelor party. Fuck the wedding. I want to plan my bachelor party. I want a guy's weekend so bad where we just go somewhere.
It's been so long since I had an actual vacation.
So
it's been 2018.
What was your last vacation? 2018 was your last vacation?
When I went to Europe was my last vacation.
Okay.
2019.
We have different definitions of vacation. Because I would say like Matt's bachelor party was a vacation.
No, that was 2 days out of town.
Yeah, it's a weekend.
That's not a vacation. I mean, actual going, relaxation.
You could. Oh, I guess 2 days is hard to relax like that. Because I counted.
Especially when you're driving a quarter of the one and then
Also
a
true.
quarter of the other.
Because I was gonna say, when me and Paige went to Arizona, it was only for a weekend. It was a 3-day weekend.
Which, you know,
got
that
there
would be a vacation. That's far away.
Half the time's not spent driving.
Yes.
Okay, I get
to
you.
me, vacation is you go somewhere and there is no schedule.
I wish I had that. My sister has everything to a T.
Which I get all that, but if it goes with the, I'm not working and this and that.
True.
Like everybody always says, well, you're in a different place every week. And I'm like, okay.
But you're working.
Yes. And, well, at least you get to travel and see the country at night.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Because the majority of our driving's at night.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, we need to go on vacation.
Believe it or not, the white lines all look the same across the country.
Fair enough.
Some of them got black around them. Some of them are
Have you
just
driven
white.
through the dead zone?
The dead zone?
Yeah, like Iowa, all the flatlands.
Yeah.
How bad is it?
Iowa's actually pretty hilly. It's not.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's not all flat.
I talked to our friend Sean, who's made that drive a lot, and Kenzie, who used to go to Colorado. She said those are like the worst hours.
You don't go through Iowa to go to Colorado.
Where the fuck is Iowa?
Iowa is above.
Don't you go straight to Illinois, then you go to Iowa?
See, if you're going to Colorado, you run 70 all the way out there. You hit St. Louis, and then you drop out.
I've clearly never gone west.
Farthest west I've been Colorado and New Mexico.
Well, the farthest west I've been is California, but I did the plane.
The plane.
But so yeah, I'm going to mention Harry Potter, but you don't give a shit about Harry Potter and all the trans stuff that's going on about it.
Trans?
Yeah, because J.K. Rowling, the person who wrote Harry Potter, people are mad that like this new game's coming out, which clearly is her IP, so she's going to get a check.
Yeah.
And she's come out saying like, I don't know if she's transphobic, because I talked to my sister about it. She says she's transphobic. As Taylor says J.K. Rowling is transphobic, my sister's the one who got me into Harry Potter in the first place. So I'll take her word for it, because she was like, oh yeah, J.K. Rowling's something like dumb. I was like, are you still watching movies? I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm still gonna watch Harry Potter because Harry Potter's dope.
Is Harry Potter still alive?
Like the actor?
Like like in the movies. Like
yeah. They wrote a book recently, to add on to the last book that came out years ago.
Gotcha.
There's a play in New York called The Cursed Child.
Gotcha.
And that's still going. He's like a teacher or something like now.
I don't think I've seen one since the second, if I'm being honest. So
yeah, you really don't care about this game then.
No, it's not that I don't care. It's just I am not informed.
It's not your thing.
It may be my thing. I just don't know.
Well, it's like, you like Red Dead Redemption?
Well, it was kind of, I played it.
It's like that,
I played
Harry
it on
Potter
the Wii, too, so that tells you how committed I am.
I know it's available for the Wii.
Oh, man, I was out of breath so much.
What do you got to do with the Wii and Red Dead Redemption?
Oh, yeah. Man, some of them googly gogglins were hard to fucking kill.
Got to rope up and like.
But it's like even The Hobbit. When the third one come out, we had to watch the first and second one the same day before we went and saw the third one, because I had no idea, and I loved it.
Yeah, they're good movies.
Yeah.
I feel it, but you can't do that with Harry Potter. You can't just do the one day.
No.
You're going to need at least 3 or 4 days to watch all 8 of those movies.
I just I don't love that. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of homework to do. I understand that.
So.
But yeah, I just went on Twitter and saw try to get topics, and they're like, oh. I was like, hey, I didn't really care about Harry Potter, but the trans aspect, because I was thinking to myself, like, damn, should I was reading all these tweets, reading all these articles about, like, if you support this, then, like, you're transphobic. I'm like, damn, am I transphobic? Does my need to not be transphobic outweigh the need of me to play and be immersed in Harry Potter, like the world? And the answer is no. I already pre-ordered the game.
See, and, my whole thing on it is kind of going with, the backlash she's getting. Why does it matter? Let people.
Because I think it all started because she kept adding. After she wrote the books, she was like done with book number 7. She should wash her hands of it. And they were like, and she out of nowhere, she's like, oh yeah, Dumbledore's gay. Nowhere in the book did I didn't read the book, but like to my knowledge, nowhere in the book did it say like Dumbledore was like gay.
Why does it matter?
Well, I don't know why does she have to open her mouth? Like, why does she have to make him gay? I think it was like she wanted to be like part of like the conversation, because like you just like start with like Same Love came out by Macklemore, all that stuff. Gay pride was like gay was. Like, not to say in, but like, it was like a topic. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think she just kept adding, like, she just kept opening her mouth and just adding it. And I think at one point she said something like, so I wish I knew.
It's a fine line when you're, letting your asshole talk out of your mouth.
Yeah, but I think what the comment she
where
said
you
was
just can't
like
go back.
guys who who transition are real. I don't know. I'm not gonna put words in her mouth because to me she's up there with William Shakespeare. Never read her literature, but I read the movies.
I read the first book, and then I saw how big the other ones were, and I was like, no.
I couldn't get past the first one.
And the bad thing is someone had gotten me. I don't know if it was mom or for my birthday. Someone got me the second one. I was like, what am I gonna do with this?
Paperweight. That's what it is.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no. I think I pronounced Hermione like Hermonen. And I was just like, this isn't the
That's
book
my
for
thing,
me.
It's not that I'm a bad reader. It's just
they add those
I've got to
words.
do it slow to actually.
And she made up words.
Yeah.
She made up spells all the time. It's like, how am I supposed to pronounce this? There's no breakdown of how this should sound.
There's got it.
Did I just kill it?
I did.
I wounded it for you.
Thank you. I saw it drop, and I just.
That is called teamwork right there.
I've been driving a Lincoln since before it was cool to drive a Lincoln.
I just watched Magic Mike. He was in it. This reminded me of it. He said it's, I don't know.
Cool.
I'm making a review about it. See it Thursday.
But we got the Super Bowl coming up this coming weekend. What's your take on that?
I hope they find a way to both teams lose.
Who's in it?
Eagles.
This is more or less just for you to talk about because I don't know.
Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
I kind of want Kansas City to win.
See, I don't want people to think that Mahomes is better than Tom Brady. The only way that's actually going to happen if he doesn't win Super Bowls.
Why was Tom in the limelight here recently? Is he retired?
He retired.
Again?
Yeah, he finally retired for real. Like it's for real when he says it first. Like no one else, no outlet said it. He like went on his Instagram and said, "Hey guys, hear this from me. I'm done."
Because I saw some stuff, but I never looked into it.
Well, they also had a movie coming out too, 80 for Brady.
Really?
Where they're like, you ever see Grace and Frankie?
Yeah.
Those two actresses and like two other old legend and Hollywood actors combined together to make this comedy about going to see Tom Brady play in the Super Bowl or something like that. But yeah, so he's been in the limelight too, but mostly because he retired.
But what else we got coming up? Valentine's Day is next weekend.
Valentine's Day. I am trying to work my ass off for this next episode. I'm going to try to make it happen.
I just really don't know how it's going to go now that I'm in the mind space that I'm in.
Nothing can get you out of the mind space you're in than a nice, juicy, fat, wet steak and some conversation with a lovely woman.
There's going to be steak?
Do you want steak, Nick? I will make steak.
You kind of just dangled the piece of meat in front of my face.
I'll make steak for your date.
I'm good.
Dates. If it happens. You ever know it's hard work trying to produce.
Oh, do you want to tell me that? Do you not remember the weekend in Madison when I was producing? Nobody wanted to work with me.
Oh yeah, I still have that footage. I should probably make that into a vlog.
Or any of the other things that I've ever helped produce on how big of a pain in the ass it was for me.
Yeah, it sucks, dude.
It's
a lot of moving parts.
Yeah,
especially with strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should talk to
Did
that
you
girl.
hear that?
No.
After I said yeah, it kind of like gargled.
Sorry, what? Oh, you call we call those the gurgles.
But
my nose is running again. I need to take my medicine. Have you had those?
What?
I'm pointing to a bag of the new Flaming Hot Cheetos Tangy Chili.
No, dude, you are dripping.
Am I dripping?
Yeah, left nostril. Now your right nostril, dude.
Oh my god!
Why don't you go get a napkin?
Because I'm a goddamn man. I'm a resourceful person.
I use blowing your nose over and over again is hard enough on your nose, but doing it with a piece of printer paper.
It makes your nose more sturdy.
You don't need a more.
Am I better?
You don't need a more stout nose.
I wish I did.
A booger.
I wanna. You like this, Nick? It's ASMR.
Is that what we're gonna do now?
We can be an ASMR podcast. Oh, we can be an ASMR podcast.
Couple minutes of every episode, just because I see it. It's in my peripherals.
I get it. Nope.
I was just looking down and I just see something coming at me.
What?
But yeah, we can, just
ASMR minute. Welcome to ASMR minute with Nick and Jeff. We're gonna talk about ASMR. slurping.
That was a queef.
That was a queef. That's a queef. That's a queef. Whispering.
I love feeling you in my ears.
Oh,
What happened?
nothing.
And that has been this week's episode of Unapologetically Stupid. Make sure you head over to all of our social medias at Squirrely TV. Give us a like and follow, and then head over to the old YouTube and subscribe to Squirrely TV. Watch the videos, like the videos,
Hell
comment
yeah.
on the videos. Let us know
For
what you're
sure.
thinking, and
Share the videos
just
too.
keep listening every week. New episodes every Friday.
Anything else you want to add?
I think we've
Covered it?
covered it.
All right. Well, I am Jeff.
And I'm Nick.
It's been another episode of Unapologetically Stupid.
Yeah, it was.